All right, welcome back to the Fish Takes Podcast, episode 26. This is kind of our mini little 4th of July special. So we're going to start off with a draft of us picking our best things that come in 4. After that, we're going to recap our trip to the Florida Panthers Stanley Cup Parade. It was nice being one of the 7 fans there. Feels like a one-of-a-kind experience. We'll recap some of the NHL and NBA free agency moves, who's won, who's lost. Maybe talk a little bit about how America fumbled in the Copa America and whatever baseball recaps these idiots want to have. Payne, how's it going?
Well, good. I actually have a 4th of July piece to show off.
A 1-piece, 2-piece bathing suit?
Joey
Oh,
Chestnut
got it.
band autograph out of 400. So
Holy,
pretty cool.
that's sick.
Joey Chestnut band. So
What the fuck? I can't believe they actually made that.
yeah, Joey Chestnut banned from 2024 hot dog eating contest, and he signed it too.
Isn't he banned forever?
I don't know.
Well, I guess technically until his contract's done with this vegan group. Like, that's the whole point why he was banned.
For some reason, those cards are like actually reselling on eBay. But
Michael, how you doing?
We're good. Not a whole lot has changed. We're still riding the high. Just been exhausted from all the travel down to the parade. 20 hours of driving for being there for about 20 hours. It's an interesting trade-off, but got back at 5 a.m., snoozed for 2 hours, woke up, went to work, and it felt like life is back to normal. Cats didn't really do too much in free agency. It's really all I got.
And Dante, how you doing?
A little sicky today, but doing all right. Flyers haven't done shit, but Michkov signed his deal, so that's really kind of the victory that we all needed this offseason. So take it. Rays have won 4 series in a row. They're playing well, playing the Royals, the little midweek series. So hopefully we kick Michael's ass.
All right. So we'll start off with the draft. So once again, we're doing a draft of best things that come in 4. So like it's not necessarily having the word 4 in it, but it's things that come in a group of 4. We've already done the wheel to determine the order. It's going to start with myself, then on to Michael, then Dante, then Peyton. Snake draft style, 4 each. Are we ready to go?
I am
We're ready.
Go.
All right. I hate having the 1-1 here because I really can't determine what's the best of the best. My 1-1 will be the 4 major sports.
Wow.
That's
That
a
is
good pick.
all right.
That's a good pick.
NHL.
It's a good pick. I had it on my list. Definitely didn't steal it from me, but
Go ahead, Michael. Go ahead.
I'm gonna take this one. I don't even think it's worthy of the 2-2 or the 1-2 spot, but I'm just gonna take it because I feel like Ryan really wanted it. But the 4 for 4 from Wendy's, Ryan,
Wendy's 4 for 4.
you fumbled that bag so hard. Wendy's 4
Not-
for 4.
It's a good
I
one.
don't even know if they have it anymore
That-
because it's a biggie bag now.
Yeah, but we all thought that's where you were going.
Yeah.
So, all right. With the 3rd pick, I will be going with the NCAA March Madness Final 4.
Good.
Dante.
My favorite event.
Dante, did you fumble, buddy?
Probably
The
not.
four-
That was my 1-1.
The 4 chicken nuggets kids meal from McDonald's. That is
I'm sorry. I'm not feeling like I missed out on that.
Wow.
At all.
Wow, Dante, you really fumbled there.
A 1-4, really?
that is elite. And for the 2-1, give me the DGen Sports Podcast, boys.
Damn it! That was my last pick.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had that listed as my final pick. You
Shoot. Okay.
damn it, that was good. All right. All right. With my 2-2, I'll be going with getting quads in poker.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one.
That's
I
a
was
good
thinking
one.
about taking that at the 1.
I figured that would be undermined.
All right, at the 2-3, I'm gonna go with the 4 Avengers movies. The set of 4 Avengers movies.
Okay. All right. I get back to back here. My first one, I'm gonna go with how almost every like type of alcohol comes with a 4 variety pack of flavors. So you get 4 flavors in a variety pack when you're getting like twisted tea,
I think you
high
should just
noons, anything like
buy tea. I don't think anyone's gonna really argue with you there. But you
Well,
don't
no,
like
I
the.
want them all. I want them all.
All right, fair.
So 4 pack variety pack. And my 3-1 is gonna be a grand slam. 4 runs.
Okay.
That's a good pick.
Doctor Baseball hater going with Grand Slam. I like that. That's a really good pick.
I didn't have that on the list. Okay.
I didn't have that on mine either.
Yeah, but that's a good one. All right, for mine at the what was this now? The 3-2.
Yeah,
Yes.
3-2.
I am gonna go with the Power 4 because we no longer have a Power 5. So
That
give
is
me
good.
Really, is that really the best thing of 4? Because the best college sports is played at the lower levels.
Oh my God, get this we're fucking Sun Belt guy out of here.
Sunbelt is the now 5th best conference, so we can keep calling it P5.
Don't get Michael started on that. He'll start arguing.
No one is calling it the P5 and throwing in the Sun Belt. Sorry.
All right, with my 3-3, I'll be going with a standard Kit Kat bar. Comes with 4
Okay.
pieces to break off.
Okay.
That's a good
Okay.
one.
That's
When I
good.
think of cats, I think of the double bar, but I think that's good. I like that.
Nobody thinks of a double bar. When
Yeah,
they
what?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not a king.
Yeah. Those are king size. That's why I made sure to specify just like a standard Kit Kat bar.
Well, I just think of like the little ones that come in like the Halloween candy thing.
No, yeah, he's thinking of the only 2, not the full king size.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I mean,
Okay, so I know what my 4-1 is going to be, but my 3-4 could go a couple of different ways. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with the Pac-Man Ghosts. I'm going to get
Okay.
Inky, Pinky, and Clyde. And then,
okay.
my 4-1, the Bills losing 4 straight Super Bowls.
Oh my God! Bravo,
good. I love that. I love
Yep.
that.
bravo.
But is that
That-
really
that
a good is that a good 4?
Yes, for the rest
Yeah.
of us.
Yeah,
For
definitely.
the rest of us, it is.
Rest of us.
All right,
like
I'm stuck at the 4-2. I'm stuck between 2. But since I already have a food item, you know what? I'm gonna double down on food. I'm gonna double down on food item. I'm gonna go with the chicken minis from Chick-fil-A.
It's coming
Just-
4, all right.
Just because Peyton said I whiffed on the 4-piece McDonald's nuggets, I'm gonna go with the superior chicken item that comes in 4.
I feel like the McDonald's nuggets behind the Big Mac is the most iconic fast food meal.
It's probably more iconic, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's definitely more iconic. But I
Tastes
mean,
better
chicken
than chicken
minis.
minis. Yeah.
all right. In the spirit of staying a little bit patriotic for Independence Day, I'm gonna go with Mount Rushmore as my 4-3.
That popped in my head for a second.
Yep.
That's a good pick.
All right. And then my last pick at the 4-4 for the Fours draft, I'm going to go with 4 wins in the playoff.
All
So
right.
if you get 4
Okay,
wins
so-
in NHL, NBA, MLB, you move on. In the NFL, if you start in the wild card round, 4 wins in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I thought about an NHL sweep that popped in my mind, but the other one I was thinking about, and I think it's a pretty big snub on this, is the Penguins of Madagascar.
Okay.
Elite characters.
I have some actual big snubs. I was gonna go with one, but somebody took it with the Big Four sports. I was gonna say EA Sports video games. Now that they have the NCAA, NFL, FIFA, and NHL. I don't even like the NHL, but the game was always fun.
Well, they don't have FIFA now anymore, unfortunately.
No, they do. It's just not the same naming rights.
I said the Suits of Cards, but we
I-
talked about some sort of poker. The
I
Ninja
have-
Turtles. Four-leaf clovers.
Oh,
Bill,
That's
Hank, Dale, and Boomhauer from King of the Hill. Give me
Oh, God.
SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward, and Mr. Krabs.
I like that
And then
one.
Yeah, but to
final
me,
one-
there's more. We're leaving out plankton when we do. I feel like we're leaving
No.
out
Leaving out
really
Sandy.
good
No, and then my last one was Packer Super Bowl rings, but I was going to play that in with the Bills, but there was just too much good opportunity there with.
a few that
Yeah.
I left off. I didn't go with 4 quarters, like 4 quarters of a game, 4 quarters of a bill.
I was thinking that.
You took it. I think you kind of took it with D-Gens. That's why I didn't take it. My favorite one was a group of 4 friends. That's like the perfect amount.
Yeah.
Sits well at a restaurant table, fits in a car. Like it's the foursome for golf. Like it's the mwah.
Just foursomes in general.
Yeah, foursome.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you saying a foursome in golf? Yeah, that was. I only really had two, or I guess three, if you include if you include the Penguins of Madagascar. But I had a foursome in golf, and then I had drinking 4 beers. It's the perfect
Mhm.
number.
I had that on my list as well. It's a good amount of beers. It's you're too gone, but you're the juices are flowing. I was gonna go with this. I felt like maybe it was a diversity hire just because of it was already 4, but the first 4 in the NCAA tournament to complement the final 4. And I also had the Call of Duty Black Ops franchise. There are 4
Mhm.
Black games. There's actually more than 4, but there's really only a Black Ops 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
Thought about paying homage to the original college football playoffs.
Mhm.
That
Oh
could,
yeah,
that, well, there was a lot. There was a lot. I think
There was
I think we covered. I think we got it pretty good. I was gonna go with the 4 suits of cards if in the last round if it's quad picked earlier.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I don't know. Getting quads is just such a like the 4 suits of cards are the 4 suits of cards, but you hit quads.
Mhm.
Which I've only gotten one time, but it was the rush of all rushes.
I was also gonna go with like 4 years. Like think about it. High school's 4 years, college is 4 years, the presidency is 4 years, Olympics is every 4 years. Everything is 4 years. So I
World
think that's
Cup.
a good
Yeah,
World
World Cup once every 4 years.
I
Yeah,
thought-
the other one I had on here, but it's probably just some recency bias, was a 4-piece tender meal from Raising Cane's.
Mhm. I was thinking about
I was thinking about it. I think that's just
what about
recency
the
bias.
core 4 in Toronto?
I had that on my list, but honestly, I them so I didn't do it.
They're not a good
It's not
four.
a good group of 4. They've only won one playoff series. It's a shitty group of 4.
The Fab Four.
The Fab Four, yes.
I'm pretty sure that's called the Fab 5.
I'm talking about
Fantastic Four.
Wait, you're talking about what, Peyton?
Michigan.
Yeah,
They're
the Fab
not-
5.
Yeah,
No.
they're the 5.
I'm pretty sure they're the
I know
Fab.
them as the Fab Four.
Do you want to bet 10? Do you want to put a $10 wager on it?
I mean, it does make sense that why would it be 4 for a
No,
basketball?
I
team?
agree, Ryan, but I've always sworn
I've heard
and
it's the
heard called the
Fab
Fab Four.
The 30 for 30 documentary
No,
is called the
the
Fab.
Fab Four is the Beatles.
Oh. Well, that too, they're good too.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was also a snub, probably the Beatles.
I thought about
Yeah, it
it.
is the Fab Five.
I don't know that was. I think
Good draft. Good draft.
That was
It
solid.
was.
All right, well, let's get into some of our recaps. So we did attend the parade. Was it a little wet? I would say. I had to get a new phone because it broke from the rain.
So a lot wet.
A
It
lot.
was a lot wet. It's very wet.
Are you
Yeah.
sure you didn't have to get a new phone for dabbing too hard?
Wow. I mean, wow. I don't even know where to go with that.
Hey Ryan, maybe on this new phone you can finally text some bitches.
Yeah, Yeah, get like Dante at the bar.
Already been messaging your mother.
Ooh.
And maybe that chick Dante up with went to school with our mother back in the day. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wait, Dante hooked up with her?
No, I mean, yeah.
No, she had a kid at home, so
We
she
did
couldn't
not.
stay.
We did not hook up.
Oh, didn't want the baby to start crying.
Yeah.
No, no. Yeah, unfortunately, the baby in the back seat.
Okay, we can get back to.
Overall, I think because we talked about this before, it was a good parade.
It literally
For it to be pouring the entire day, it still was a blast and good crowd turnout. I don't know if they've ever posted, like I know some people said like, oh, it was 150, 200,000. I haven't seen like an official news number.
I mean, it's hard to say just
It
because
was,
there's
it
so many
was
bars.
between 250 and 3.
I don't know how you would be able to like actually calculate it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not like you sell tickets for it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, especially for like how small of an area it was, I think that the infrastructure was pretty good. Like I didn't think that it was like too crazy much to where it was like a shit show, but it was just overall it was a good parade. Good ceremony.
We'll be back
It
next
was.
year.
Yes.
Oh, we going to Philly?
And Aaron Ekblad telling Brooks Koepka to go fuck himself is an all-time moment.
That was the
Yeah, those were
highlight
great
for me.
speeches. The Paul Maurice one.
I don't know. I think Paul Maurice just kind of took it too far with the F bombs. Like I think he was like trying to be like.
I mean,
He's a hockey coach. I mean,
No. Don't get me wrong. Like I don't care. I thought it was funny. I just thought he was like trying a little too hard to like have a moment on the stage.
I thought it was also funny where he was like the one part where he was like, "This is for you guys," and then he turned around. I don't know if you all knew. I did not know what he was saying. Like it just sounded like he was like
Freedom.
screeching at the team. Yeah, I didn't see it
He
until
said
someone put like
freedom.
captions.
Yeah.
All right, well, kind of moving on with the NHL and the NBA. Free agency has started. Let's start with the NBA because they're a little bit bigger. Like bigger names are moving around. Uh, so we have Paul George to join the fingernail painters
can someone
in
explain
Philly.
they have that much cap space that they
Because-
can?
It's called having no bench.
And it doesn't really matter in the NBA either.
Yeah.
Did
It's basically
Maxey,
just a
when was
luxury-
Maxey's deal made? Did they just make one or is he
They just signed him to a max contract.
Jesus?
I thought they agreed on the principle to be able to do it. Wouldn't they do that next year?
But regardless, Paul George's contract is for 4.
Yeah.
I mean, all I can think about when I think of this now is the meme. I just saw some meme of like it was like James Harden saying like, "Paul, do not go play for them. You cannot do business with them." And it's just like this long paragraph, and it's just Paul George saying, not reading all that and going over there because I really don't understand why people go to play for that team. That owner really is a piece of shit. But I guess when you have a chance to play with Maxey and Embiid, win a championship, you don't care.
I mean, speaking of guys that got overpaid, that used to play for the Sixers. James Harden is getting paid way too much money for what he is. I know it's only a 2-year deal, but I mean, $35 million a year for a player of his caliber. I mean, I don't know. I don't get it. He hasn't won anywhere he's gone. He really just hasn't done shit aside from like stat pad.
I mean, the money in the NBA is just stupid, though. Tell me why Max Christie got signed to a 4-year, $32 million deal. What has he done?
Yeah, I mean, isn't Scotty Barnes making like $50 million a year? I mean, would you rather have James Harden for 35 or Scotty Barnes for 50?
James Harden for 35.
Yeah, not even close.
I would rather have James Harden for 65 over Scotty Barnes.
I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about that.
What has Scotty Barnes won? James Harden has won probably more playoff.
Scotty Barnes is what, in his 3rd year?
Yeah. I mean, we're comparing a guy that's been in the league for over a decade to a guy who's been on a dog shit team for 3 years.
I mean, James Harden's rookie year, he went to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, because as a sixth man with Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't led any team to the finals, and he sure as shit is not leading the Clippers to a final, especially without Paul George.
He was an injury away to Chris Paul from leading the Houston Rockets over the 73-9 Golden State Warriors.
Injury away to Chris Paul is a crazy sentence, and then following that, they would have been the Warriors.
They were up 3-1.
They wouldn't have won that series.
You're so
No. I don't think Chris Paul made that much of a difference.
Hold on, wait a minute. When were the Rockets up 3-1 on the 70th? What? That was the Thunder.
No. Then they were up earlier in the playoffs. Then.
Yeah, I was saying that was the Thunder that blew a 3-1 lead to the.
Yeah, because they were up on them 3-1 in the playoffs at some point, and then Chris Paul got hurt.
The 73 win. I'm fact checking this.
Yeah, because I saw something on TikTok or Instagram that the Warriors that year came back from 3-1 twice just to blow a 3-1 lead. Well, that was the year prior, but they thought it was.
Because I didn't know that at all. Actually, let me see. So it would have been the semifinal. No, actually, they did not play them in the playoffs that year.
Then I don't know, maybe 16.
Oh no, they did in the first round, and they beat them 4-1.
Yeah, then that wasn't the year I was thinking of. But regardless,
yeah, I don't know. James Harden he's James Harden. But I like him as a secondary piece. If street clothes can stay on the floor, do you like that, Peyton? I called someone else other than Anthony Davis street clothes.
yeah, when Anthony Davis played like 75 games last year, so.
Yeah, no, the Rockets never blew a 3-1 lead. I just looked it up. They have never blown a 3-1 lead. Me when I spread misinformation on the internet.
Dude, I mean, then that kid on TikTok straight up just. I mean, I saw it and I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Peyton pulling up Michael in the group chat right now and just spewing information without fact checking.
Yes.
Most whack shit ever. I literally didn't even say. I was guessing because he was like, "Oh, guess who Virginia Tech's quarterback is or some shit," and I was just guessing. I wasn't actually saying that was him. I had
because you were yapping about them being god awful.
Because they are god awful.
And I said, then name me their starting quarterback.
Well, that would lead me to believe that they're god awful if I can't even name their starting quarterback.
Okay, but to be fair, Drones is going to be a top 15 quarterback in college football this year. So
yeah.
I'm willing to bet that Virginia Tech has less than 6.5 wins this year.
Okay. Where can I take that bet?
Yeah, I'll take that with
on
you.
Hard Rock.
No, I'll take it with you.
Oh, I want to see what
the line on Hard Rock.
No. You
probably
said
on Bet
6.5.
Online.
You start your line. I'm taking it.
Yeah, I took it. I slammed it already.
Yeah, I already slammed it.
You slammed it?
Yeah, I already slammed it, buddy.
All right, 6.5 wins.
Over.
Like the over.
I don't know how we went from free agency. Oh wait, yeah, never mind. I know the path now.
Their line is 6.5 at -140.
Bang. All right, guys. Yeah.
Minus? Well, good thing Michael
The
gave
over
it
is minus, yes.
Good thing Michael gave it to us at even odds.
Yeah, good thing. I'll take Michael's odds.
All right, how much do you guys want on it?
$50.
Oh, 20.
All right. Well, Peyton, who are you going to root for when they play Marshall?
Well, Marshall, but they're not going to lose to Marshall this year with Jerome's not being his first career start. And it's at Virginia.
What about Georgia Tech? What are we thinking? What's the line for Tech, Ryan?
It's 6.5,
guess.
but I think the under is favored.
I think their
Yeah.
line would be 5.5.
Georgia Tech? I think it's going to be 7.5.
They have a really tough
Georgia-
schedule.
Payne's a lot closer. It's 5 even with the under
Over.
favored.
Oh my God, I am slamming the shit out of that over.
Dude, they have a tough schedule. I'm telling you, it's
I
not.
don't care. They're the third best team in the ACC.
They have a tough schedule. That's all
They
I'm
have
gonna say.
SMU at 8.5.
There's no such thing as a tough schedule in the ACC, dude.
Dude, they have to play Notre Dame. They have to play Notre Dame,
Weak.
Florida State,
Weak.
NC State, who I think is pretty good, and Georgia, and then some of their other
Wait,
competitors.
sorry, I apologize.
So they don't even play Clemson?
No, they don't play Clemson.
Wait,
Yeah, not
sorry,
North
were we?
Carolina.
I zoned out. Were we talking about West Virginia or Virginia Tech?
Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech.
The line's 8.5.
Oh, good thing we got
Oh
6.5 at even odds.
Give me the under. Give me the under.
Yeah, well, of 6.5.
No, 8.5, dude. I'm gonna slam that. Are you kidding
Well,
me?
okay, well, Dante and I have already slammed over 6.5 with you.
They're not.
This is what happens when he just starts yapping this information.
I'm telling you, they're not gonna do good. I mean, I'm gonna slam that under on Hard Rock for better odds than I could get for with you dummies.
Okay, we'll see.
Yawn.
We'll see how that works out for
I'm
you.
telling you, that Georgia Tech, Virginia Tech ACC championship is going to hit like crack.
Boston College only at 4.5. I think that's interesting.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand. Like, I understand if Georgia Tech's win total was like 6 flat, 5, even like, honestly, probably 6 flat.
Stanford is 3.5.
Who?
Stanford.
But how
Okay,
you only put Boston College half a win under Georgia Tech is just ludicrous to me. I
Virginia
really just don't.
8.5, but the under is -175.
Just make it 8 at that point.
What's Marshall?
Back to NBA free agency.
This is how boring NBA free agency is. We go on tangents about
Payton
college
at
football.
6.5.
Yeah, that's probably about right.
Klay Thompson has made his way to the Mavs.
Bum.
Yeah, he did that because of taxes, which I don't know how that got leaked. That he said he was doing that because of taxes, because the Lakers offered him $480, which is more than
The same.
No, he got.
No, I thought that was. Isn't that what he got with the Mavs?
$350, and the Lakers offered him $480, but after taxes, he'll make more with the Mavericks per year. But then his dad came out today to ESPN and said that he was very disappointed in his son for not choosing the Lakers.
Oh, boo-hoo.
His dad was like a Lakers legend too, so
Fair.
But I think that's really it. There's some minor ones like Chris Paul on the Spurs.
I like that with Wemby.
Really?
Yeah.
And I'm not a Chris Paul guy.
He's a good.
Hey, all I'm saying is he doesn't have to move the ball up the floor every single time anymore.
But I'm very happy the Lakers did not spend $80 million on Klay Thompson.
God forbid he gets hurt and then they blow a 3-1 lead in the playoffs with the Spurs. That would be crazy.
Yeah.
Also, Harvenstein is making more money than Brunson now.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know how he got.
Because
Jalen Brunson signed that contract when he was like a sixth man in Dallas.
Yep. But I'm talking about Hartenstein. Like that shit's so much.
I'm telling you, NBA contracts are
right. Is he getting 45?
But again, we're talking about a guy who just got signed now versus a guy who got signed when he was a role player.
Okay, I'm sorry. There's no way the Lakers offered him $480 million and he turned it down.
4 years, $80 million.
4 years, $80 million?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were saying 480 mil. Okay. Why would he take that deal? So what does that average out to? 20 mil a year?
Yeah. And what's 50 divided by 3?
17 point.
Yeah.
This was 17.6.
Sorry, where I was reading it was 50 million a year. I misread it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, why would he take it? That's crazy.
Misinformation Michael out here.
I mean, the information could be right in front of his face and he still won't get it.
Oh my God, Kyle Anderson just got 3 years, $27 million.
He's making more annually than Victor Hedman is in hockey, by the way. Just thought I'd point that out.
I don't even know who that is.
Only a guy who's won 2 Norrises for best defenseman.
I couldn't even tell you what a Norris means, pal.
Well, that's why I just did.
What is a Norris?
Best defenseman.
Oh, cool.
I don't understand why the Mavericks need Klay Thompson, honestly. Like, I feel like he doesn't really fit into their system a whole, like, really all
Because
that
they
well.
have
Another shooter.
3
I
and D,
guess-
baby.
I feel like they probably need a big man more than they needed more shooting, personally. But,
What do you mean, bro? They got Daniel Gafford.
oh,
And
sorry.
Derek Lively.
No, I know they
and
have
Derek
Derek Lively, but I guess Derek
actually-
Lively is still young, but
I don't know. They had a tough route this year, and they still made it to the championship. I think they could run it back.
I don't know
You
if
make
I
it
call it
back-
tough. They have to beat poverty teams like the Timberwolves.
They had to beat the Clippers.
yeah, with that bum James Harden.
No, the real bum was Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
They're one and the same to me. They're like, I mean, I know their games aren't super similar, but
Okay, Michael, misinformation again.
no, I'm just saying, like, I feel like they're both
He's just talking about how they don't win.
they're both losers. They just don't have that dog in them. They're stat patters.
That's the third team they've played on together, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Thunder, Rockets, and Clippers.
Yes, it's
That's so crazy to me.
They love each other.
3 different teams together.
they must go to the same strip clubs. They must, the recruiter is fine at the same strip clubs.
Probably. Dude, I felt so bad for Bronny today. They did his like interview with like Dalton Connect and the GM and JJ Redick, whatever. Every question they asked him was about LeBron, and he's like, they were like, "Oh, is the NBA the adjustment to the NBA going to be easier for you since you know your dad was in the NBA?" He's like, in case you all didn't know, like I played basketball too. I wasn't just trolling around the Lakers training facility with them all day, every day. Like,
I mean, he plays basketball, but he really shouldn't be playing basketball, if you know what I mean. Like,
I mean, he was literally a projected lottery pick before he had a heart attack.
I mean,
Do you
sounds
want
like a skill issue.
I mean, I don't really see it with him. I didn't really see it at USC, but
Well, the Lakers
I
get
guess
a
you-
guaranteed contract. They're not even signing him to a 2-way, so they must see something we don't.
Yeah, they
Well,
Yeah, they
I
see that
do-
he has
I
a
do
dad
think-
that's LeBron
Oh.
James.
No, but they could have given him a fucking 2-way and sat him in the G League all year. I mean,
but
LeBron said, nah, guaranteed. Ryan coming back.
you think LeBron didn't make the call there?
And they said, okay, GM,
he is
you
going to be
draft up the
he's
contract.
going to be a great owner one day when Las Vegas gets that expansion franchise.
Oh, you're not allowed to
As
call
long
him
as,
owners.
as long as his NBA franchise doesn't end up like his schools, I
Yeah,
think you should be okay.
yeah. Well, it's a good thing he's not a teacher.
That's also a good point.
Ryan, you think you could teach those kids
Where did he have his school?
Cleveland.
in Ohio?
Not a
Oh, yeah.
single kid was proficient in math in like the 3
God, the
years.
Riz
of
in
school.
Ohio must be
They-
immaculate there.
They had like 4% of their students actually be like proficient in math in the last 5 years. So
Start applying.
but sir, I never called you bad names on my podcast.
But Mr. LeBron, I've always said you're better than Jordan.
Yeah, there was that one time that I said you're a communist.
But am I wrong?
There's that one time I made fun of you for never going on the first page of a book.
Dude, okay.
I've never been mean to you, LeBron. I just said you'd make a really good GM someday.
Those videos are absolutely hilarious when he just blatantly lies in those interviews.
That's it. Michael's just channeling his inner he's just channeling his inner LeBron.
I knew those kids weren't going to be proficient in math.
That's the wildest story ever. I woke up and I told my friends Kobe gonna score 70 tonight.
And then when he passed 70, I said, you know what? Might as well just get to 80.
Oh, my favorite part of this book is, and starts reading the back.
You know, my favorite tight ends out there.
Shout out
Shout out Kyle Pitts.
tight end today.
I mean, it is, dude. It is hilarious.
It is actually so funny.
He's going to claim that he flew down to Florida because he had a feeling there was a great math teacher down in Naples that could teach his.
I will give him props though. Like if you think about it, we have all those cringe moments for him, but he never has like a cringe moment like in the championships. Like think of how many like cringe moments we made fun of Tatum like this year for like all his like copying and trying to make the moment. Like
We did it.
yeah, like when if LeBron just played basketball, he's never had a cringe moment. It's every interview that does not relate to basketball.
Yeah.
I guess the Kobe one, but
Yeah.
Maybe he did. Maybe he called it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that he did not call that.
Yeah, man. I knew those planes were going to fly into the Twin Towers, bro. It was crazy.
All right. What the?
What are we doing?
said, let me not take that trip.
Jesus.
Are we still on NBA free agency?
I don't know.
No, we can move on.
Yes. Let's go to the
Wrap up NBA
NHL.
free agency. Teach your kids how to shoot 3-pointers. They will make lots of
Wait,
money.
what?
Whatever happened to Sketch? Bro
He's still
disappeared.
out there.
He raps. He raps now.
Does he?
He was in a Fortnite commercial.
Oh, sick.
What's up, brother?
Where are we dropping, brother?
And now Jinxie is back with Brecky Hill.
Okay, what? Okay,
Dubs.
The cup chair is.
we're turning into a fucking brain rot podcast now.
Skibble toilet Riz.
Stop.
Did you really
Stop.
get on that?
So the NHL free agency has been.
I'm gonna take some fan attacks on that yacht.
Holy fucking shit,
All right.
fellas.
I'll start with the main one, the Predators.
What the
Who I still don't think have better odds to win the Stanley Cup than the Devils. Books love the Devils.
No, I don't get it. The core is good. My only beef with what they did is giving Brady Shea 7 years, $7 million was just too much term. I mean, there's no way around it. That's just too much term.
There was a lot of defensemen that got overpaid.
$1 million.
I like
okay,
the
but-
Ekman Larson one. I don't think. What do you get? 3.4, 4.5?
I
Three
didn't
and a
think
half.
I
But hold
think
on,
that's
hold on.
great.
I need to ask Michael which defenseman he thinks got overpaid because he didn't even know who Sean Dursey was. So
No, I thought it was Bruzy. That was all I was saying. Anyway, I didn't think Ekman
because if you say Matt Roy got overpaid, I'm just gonna walk out of the podcast now. For
No,
the day.
Montour got overpaid.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think Montour got overpaid. Honestly, I think Hedman's contract. I mean, he's good, dude, but he's getting older.
He's still a top 10 defenseman in hockey.
No, I agree, but he is getting older.
All right,
Well, at least
Dante,
they
do
honor
you have
one of their vets.
do you have any weapons nearby that you should lock up? Here are the Stanley Cup odds right now. Edmonton Oilers plus 850, Panthers plus 900,
I swear to
Stars
fucking
plus
God,
1,000,
if you say the Devils in the top
Devils
10,
plus
or top 5,
1100. Fourth best odds.
I can't fucking stand it, dude. What do they see in this team year in, year out? I don't fucking understand.
Dude,
Please,
then
please enlighten
don't
me.
bet on them, bro.
It's beside that's not the point. My point
I
is
got
the
him at a
narrative that
steal.
they're pushing. What do you
Like you do
As a
every
Devils
off season,
supporter.
knowing they're going to disappoint every year.
Cowboys?
Yeah.
But like to be fair, the Cowboys are probably where they should be. They're like 8th. That makes sense for the roster they have. What do they see in the Devils, Ryan? What
I
do they
don't.
see in them?
I mean, I guess you could say the Hurricanes aren't as good now. Like, what's a team
That I
in
agree with.
like?
But like, what
I
about
I don't think they're
wait?
better than the Rangers.
Who'd
Like,
you
I
say
think
was
the
third?
Rangers are ahead of them.
You said Stars third, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So why are the Rain? What have the Devils done to surpass the Rangers? They got a goalie. Okay, the Rangers already had one. Like I don't. It's just so backwards. But anyway, you can tell me the Flyers are like 28th, and we can move on with this.
No, I think they're like in the middle. They were 5,000. There's a big jump. Like, um, but um, Utah's kind of cooking. I think we talked about that during the draft when they were kind of grabbing guys.
They overpaid for Sergachev.
Yes, that too.
Mhm.
I mean, I know it
They
wasn't a
gave
sign,
up.
but
Or who got Stevenson? Chandler Stevenson. He got a
uh,
lot of money.
yeah, he did get a lot of money, but I mean, I don't. I think what did he get? Like 6 mil?
I
No, it
thought
was
he
like
got 7.
6.8. I think it was six and
Yeah.
three quarters.
I
But
think
that
Jake Gensel
so
had to have been one of the most
Oh,
overpaid.
7 for 6.3. 7
6.2.
years, dude.
Yeah, so that's what the gap between Sam Reinhart and Chandler Stevenson is just not big enough. And Jake Gensel making more than Sam Reinhart is just also kind of ludicrous. And I swear to fucking God, if the Flyers sign Travis Konecny for $9 million plus now after seeing some of these deals, uh, I love the guy, but why would you pay him more than Sam Reinhart?
Buchnevich got 6 for 8.
Who
Or
did?
Buchnevich. Buchnevich.
What I'm hearing
See,
from
like
you
I feel like
is
that's
don't teach your kids to play hockey.
wait, what'd you say?
These contracts are really small.
They
There's
are the highest paid players, like 14, I think. Like I know to a non-hockey fan, like you're saying 6 million a year for a good player is overpaid. Honestly, yeah.
it also has to
Middleton getting 4.4.
the league minimum in
That's
hockey
an
is high.
overpay. That's one of the overpays Michael's talking about. All right. Jake Middleton got 4 years, 4.4 from the Wild.
Yes, that's another one. Another one is Tenev for 4.5 million for 6 years is crazy at his age.
Yeah, it's the term. I understand locking guys up because how much the salary cap is projected to increase over the next 5 to 10 years. But that's for guys like I was talking about guys like Sam Reinhart. What are we doing locking up Chris Tanev to 6 year deals? He's like 33.
I didn't see Corey Perry staying with the Oilers.
Poor Edmonton.
The
But yeah,
Bruins
I mean,
kind of they got 2 guys. They just traded with the Canucks.
they kind of did. Um, yeah, this year's free agency was just kind of dry in general. Next year will probably be more exciting.
Dumba got 3.8.
That was
And
kind
that
of
was Dallas, right?
Yeah.
I don't think that's an overpay.
I don't know. I think almost 4 million for Dumba is kind of a lot.
But I think he just became so overrated with this last contract.
Yeah, it's a short
Everyone thought he was so yeah, and everyone thought he was so overpaid that now that people want to think everything for him is overpaid. I think that's probably right in the sweet spot, what he deserves. IMO.
I got nothing else for
All right.
the free.
Anything that y'all want to talk about for baseball? Go Grimace.
Draft is in 2 weeks,
Yes.
so
It's-
it's fun.
yeah, we can dive into that when we get a little closer.
But
think.
are we really going to be diving into it that week? Maybe after.
Yeah, probably after. Yeah, probably the week after. We got
So
other
that
things to
week,
talk
we have to do our NCAA Football 25 Dynasty reveals.
Well, to be fair, I mean, we have a whole other podcast. We can still talk about the draft. But yes, that is important. The dynasty reveals are. Does everyone know who they're going with?
I have
Yes.
one that I want to do.
Michael, you're on
Yes,
mute,
yes.
jackass.
Oh,
I got
he's
mine.
struggling.
You got yours?
I got mine. So are we doing them separately and just revealing it, or are we doing connected?
Well, I don't know if I'm going to buy an Xbox just for one game.
Fair.
I just
Rocket
don't. I
time.
don't get why you can't do
No, I know,
crossplay.
but and that's my thing is they might bring it the next year, and then I bought an Xbox for one game for 1 year.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, that's a good point.
It's fine. We can do connected franchise GTA 6.
oh, that'll be so fun.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Tulane, but I want to go with Tulane because I like them, but I feel like it's not a big enough project. Like,
See, that's what I thought. I thought I'd go with like East Carolina, just because I love the purple, but they're like decent. So I think I'm going to go with the Zips.
wait, do I have to go with a team worse than East Carolina?
East Carolina.
I have a team worse than East Carolina.
Give me the Zips.
I'm doing newest team of the MAC, baby.
I don't even know the answer to that. Actually,
UMass.
Ah,
why the
God.
fuck are we revealing these now?
because Michael started it. Just go ahead and say, Dante. You're the
All right,
only.
Jesus. I mean, my team was East Carolina, so it's funny you said that because that was actually who I wanted to go with because they've been literally dog shit in the AAC for or whatever conference for like a decade.
I want to just do
plus.
MAC. I was looking for a MAC team to do.
My,
I
my
didn't want to
buddies
do.
and I from home, we're obviously all Marshall fans, but we're doing a Sunbelt team, but none of us can pick Marshall. So
Makes
I
sense.
I took Coastal. One of my buddies, Brent, he took JMU, which is not really a rebuild, but I guess they lost their coach. And then we have somebody taking Troy and Southern Miss on the other side. So
Okay. Yeah, I figured the AAC was shitty enough at this point, at this stage in their life cycle, that I could pick an AAC team. So I'm still a little bit between East Carolina and Temple.
well, let me tell you, in my dynasty, East Carolina is getting added to the Sun Belt where they belong. Because they're just rivals with everybody in the Sun Belt, and I feel like they have like no meaningful games in the AAC anymore.
No, you really don't.
Like, I mean, that's the team Marshall played where they died in the plane crash after. They're obviously in the same state as App State and Coastal Carolina, or Coastal Carolina, I guess, is South Carolina, but same area.
Yeah, it's close enough.
LeBron predicted the Marshall plane crash.
Yeah, facts.
I think I'm gonna pivot and go with Wyoming just because they're way worse than Tulane.
I figured you'd go with a Mountain West team.
And they had Josh Allen.
They did. I'm a Mountain West slut. I'm excited for it.
Anything else? I don't know if you all watched the USA get cooked yesterday against Uruguay.
I know they're booked in under 20 tackle football.
They are.
Yes, we lost to Japan, bro.
And we
And
lost
Austria.
again.
We lost again?
To
Yes.
Austria.
Oh my god.
So it
I don't
wasn't
know
a
who
fluke.
they're getting. I don't know who we're picking up for these matches. Like, I don't know if
Yeah,
it's like
I need to see this roster because
Like,
where is it like all
high school
D3
kids
guys?
play. Like,
yeah, it's crazy.
I can't wait to be able to bet on the Olympics. I don't know what sports they will allow. Like
if you bet
the only
Michael
ones I see on there,
that'd be an absolute lock every race.
I see like there's handball and there's rugby on it right now, but that's it.
So what would be at worse odds? Max Verstappen to win a normal F1 race or Michael Phelps to win his swim event?
Pre like pre the entire F1 event, probably Michael Phelps would be higher. Well, at this age, I don't know how much better Michael Phelps is.
No, I meant like, used
Well,
to.
Michael Phelps isn't racing anymore, so
That's
Yeah.
I would say Michael Phelps definitely. Max
their
Verstappen
primes.
sometimes like only minus 250.
well, I'm sure it also depends on the kind of race for Phelps because I think Phelps is like, I mean, I'm sure he's better at certain things than others. I mean, I know he's good at everything, but I'm sure that
I
there's
think his
certain.
best was the butterfly. I thought that's
Okay.
what he like had every world record
Max
in.
Verstappen to win a race or Usain Bolt to win the 100-meter dash.
Usain Bolt.
Usain Bolt to win the 100
Same
meter
thing,
dash.
like yeah, because the difference is like what if you say this? I think it's a lot closer if you say Max Verstappen in P1 and Usain Bolt in a 100-meter dash.
Yeah.
Because where you're losing
Yeah.
the odds on Verstappen is him not maybe having a good qualifying and him starting in P2 or P3, and then they lower it to like minus 150 or something. If he has P1, he's minus 500, like at minimum.
Yeah, minimum. I mean, usually it's like 500 or 550, though, I feel like.
Yeah.
He actually hasn't been winning a ton lately.
Yeah, because well, he crashed last race.
Skill issue.
All right. Well, I
Um,
think that wraps it up. No ban list, no mortal locks, right? I don't even want to look at. I don't think Homa's participating in golf this weekend.
no, not too much going on betting wise right now, honestly.
It's a good break.
Football season will be here soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Dante, you can do if you put $1 on every person to win the first round, the first 30, you can make money.
Ooh.
You know
I
what
might be
else is
doing that
coming
again.
soon is fantasy football.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna have people from the league hopping on the pod.
Yeah, maybe
Mhm.
Trent next week to give a recap of NBA free agency.
Mm. It'll be fun. Maybe we can get on like the last champion from fantasy football. You know, he probably has some good insights on how to win.
Who won
Did
it
you
last
hear
year?
Payne,
anything
you've won
about-
before, right?
Ryan, have you won before?
I have actually.
I mean, you could ask anyone on this podcast if they
Yeah,
No,
we
well,
all.
Oh,
If it didn't happen when Ryan and I were in the league,
yeah,
it
yeah. The league didn't start till me and Payne were in it.
We've all won
Technically-
since it's been a 12-man league.
nah, doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
no.
How much money have you won from it, Dante?
I went back to back. I don't even care. Talk to me when you win back to back in a 12-man league at any point in your life.
Talk to me when you've put $50 in it and you've got 275 back.
It's not about the money. It's about the pride, brother.
No, I mean it's definitely about the money, brother.
No, we did this league for a decade without money, man. The
Well, we
money-
are
the money-
raising buy-in this year, so
We are. To what?
300, right?
yep.
Dang.
I think we should generally do like 100.
I think 100's a lot. I think 100's a lot without rewarding like other superlatives and at least give people the chance to make their money back.
Yeah, you give first place like 700, second place like 300, and then you give like top scoring 100.
No, it's 100 to third and 100 to the top score.
That's only
Most
9
points. Not best record.
What, Michael?
Most-
What?
700
7-3-1-1?
Oh, I didn't hear the
That adds
first
up
part.
to 12.
Sorry, I
But that also does not include last place having to give up an extra 100, which I guess that's something
That'd be
we can talk
crazy though. Too
about. That would be crazy. Anyway, that's
We
something
take
that
first
we.
places.
I gotta take this over.
All right, well, I mean,
Yeah, well, I think that wraps it up. Payne, you can take it away.
yeah, keep it twisted.
Bang.
See y'all next week.